When's the last time you've touched your toes? And I don't mean when you're picking out your athlete's foot. I'm talking about the stuff that they try to make you do in a gym class, you know, when you have to bend over with your legs straight and you can't buckle your knees. Yeah, if you're like me, it's been a decade. It's been a decade. No, actually, I've been making a habit out of practicing every time I'm about to hop out of the shower because my body's nice and warm and I feel the most flexible then, and perhaps I'm wrong, but I know I'm right? You know what I mean? Because it makes sense. Your body's nice and warmed up, your muscles are relaxed, and I'm just trying to, you know, I got a bad back. I fell on a skateboard going down a half pipe a couple years ago because I was actually pretty stressed out, and I hadn't even been on a skateboard in a couple years, and I just went down. I just sent it, as the kids say, right? I just sent it, and I fell straight on my back, and when I went to go get up, I couldn't get up, and I forced myself to get up, which I probably should have stayed there till the ambulance got there. No ambulance came. I heard, when I got up, I heard boop, 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 all the way up my spine. And then I went to the hospital. I crippled to my car. Somebody else drove me. I was with my fiance. Somebody else she drove me. And the hospital said there was nothing wrong with my back. To this day, I think they lied. But also, a week later, somebody pulled out in front of me, and, you know, and I totaled my car. So there was that too. That could have had something to do with it. I never went to the hospital for that. I should have. I'm naive. I'm dumb. Whatever. Let's move on. Okay, the reason why I'm making this video is because, have you ever went to your local 7-Eleven or Circle K and experienced some weird stuff going down? Yeah, well, that happened to me, and it made me want to get back to my house faster than you could freaking shut off this video. I mean, let me tell you, I go in there, and I'm getting this big ass soda, and one for my fiance, and there's this old lady there, and she's asking what's going on with the rewards system or whatever, because she's trying to get gas at a discounted price, and it's not working for her, and she feels like, you know, by raging out on the employee, it could somehow make the damn thing work. Well, the guy calmly explained to her that it wasn't his fault, that it was the app's fault, and he said sorry, and she proceeds to turn around and say, well, sorry doesn't make my gas cheaper, damn it. And she's like, I'll go somewhere else. Tensions are high, people. Tensions are high. People, you could feel it. You could feel it in the air. Just people are stressed out, okay? So that wasn't all. As I walk out, I was next in line, so I walk up, I put my rewards number in. No, I'm playing. I actually didn't, because I felt like, well, I'm not even going to try. God forbid there's something wrong with it and I don't get a discount on my drink. Which the guy was cool, because he actually scanned it as a smaller drink. So, anyways, I got a discount after all. I felt bad for the guy. I don't know why people feel like they could belittle people just because they work at a restaurant or a store. They're humans, you know? Like, treat people with respect. I hate people. I hate not all people. I love a lot of people, but I hate some people. And, like, people like that. Well, as I'm going outside, I hear the lady, she's on the phone with somebody, explaining how she's going, yeah, it's absolutely bullshit. She's saying it's absolutely bullshit. She had to get on the phone, and she had to call somebody and explain how pissed off she was because she couldn't get her gas 20 cents cheaper or whatever the discount was, which I get. Gas is high right now. People are stressed out, and you could feel it in the air. And so I'm sitting here staring at the lady, because I'm like, just like thinking, oh my God, this lady's on the phone, explaining to whoever, God, poor soul, how pissed she is about this. And I look to my left, and there's a guy staring at me, and I'm thinking he's staring at the lady, and he says something on the lines of, "Oh, I'm gonna go into this store and get one," and I'm like, "Excuse me, what did you say?" And he's like, "No, I'm about to buy one, or I'm about to get one, but I'm about to go in here and get one. But do you have a lighter?" And I didn't have a lighter, and I'm like looking around, knowing that there's no lighter, but I'm like, no, there's no lighter. I don't have a lighter. And he's like, "Oh, this is my fiance's. This is my old lady's car, but I'm about to go in here and get one." And I don't know if he was talking about stealing one. This guy had like a big like burn on his, like an old scar that looked like it was a burn on his face, and yeah, he just didn't look like he was in a good mood at all. And he was in and out of that store, so I don't know if he stole one or what, but it's not my business. I just know the whole situation made me want to get the hell out of the 7-Eleven, because tensions are high, and I mean, this dude seemed like, he was having a bad day as well. And I'm just waiting for freaking something like people start pull out some gas to start popping off at the 7-Eleven over, gas prices or something, because you could feel it in the air. And this whole thing made me think about a coworker that I had in this story that he told me while he was working, at the same location that I was. He's fired now because of his attitude, but they let him go because he didn't seem happy there, which he wasn't. He called me every day. There was something always wrong, and it was never his fault. And he calls me, and he told me multiple times about this bullfrog. He calls me one week, and he says there's a bullfrog in the pool, and how much bullshit this is. So I'm like, sorry, you got to deal with that, man. Okay. And he calls me next week, and he said the freaking bullfrog is back. That means, it was a residential bullfrog. That's what he called it. It was a residential bullfrog. And I'm like, well, dang, I'm laughing, trying to contain my humor. And then he proceeds to tell me that he had had enough, and he went and knocked on the door to tell the customers about this residential bullfrog that he had already once removed from the property the week before, and that has came back because it's a residential bullfrog. And not only were they understanding about the whole situation, they gave the guy $20 and some bud, as far as he told me. And I have never heard anything like that, and I would never think of going and complaining to a customer about a residential bullfrog. And if I did, I certainly wouldn't get $20. But you know what? I never would try it, so perhaps I would. I don't know. It was the funniest shit I ever heard, and it just randomest shit I ever heard. And I don't think I'll ever hear anything random like that from like a coworker ever again. Funniest shit, weirdest, randomest shit I ever heard. But yeah, I don't know. Residential bullfrogs, man. What are you gonna do about them? And high gas prices. What are we gonna do about them? I don't know. But something has to give, because people are stressed the hell out. And yeah, that's about it. That's all I got to say. So, the point of this story, I don't really know. But next time you're done taking a shower, try to stretch and touch your toes. I guess that's the point. Because as I get older, I'm losing flexibility, and I find myself trying to stretch a little more and more, and doing random, stretches. Just, and stuff is popping more than it ever did before. So, it's important to stretch, okay? It's important to stretch, and I think it's important to stop every now and then and breathe. Just breathe, okay? It's okay. And don't take it out on the poor gas attendant, They're just doing their job. They can't control it. They have no control over it. Don't take your anger out on them. They don't deserve it. You don't want somebody coming to your job and doing that shit, right? Alright, that's all I got to say. Thanks for watching if you made it this far. Hit that subscribe button. Have a great day.